Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk TV. I did not check what episode number this was, but it's in the title, niggas. What episode number is this? Were we on like 20?
20 something. Let's
20
just say
something.
20 something. Host the beautiful, handsome Michael Renard, the Fox.
The Fox, yes, Renard. And we got,
Joseph motherfucking Bazin. That's how we gonna keep it.
okay, I thought he was going to say Benzino again. I'm like,
No.
that was my favorite one.
Bazino.
Benzino, yeah, Benzino. It sounded like a mafia boss name or some shit.
I
But-
look like a mafia boss. Like, did you know me?
Check.
Did you know me when I had my haircut where like I had the slick back,
Yeah, I've seen pictures for sure.
where it was like the slick back?
Yeah.
Like that. That's when everybody said, "Yo, bro, you look like you belong to the mafia type shit."
You're like, hey, I just might. Don't fuck with me, or you might go missing tomorrow. You never know. But welcome back to another episode of Real Talk. We haven't done an episode in like goddamn near a month or something. I think like October. It was like Halloween. I remember the last thing we celebrated was Halloween. So welcome back. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get the show on the road.
You're so how you been?
I've been good. I've been living life. I recently quit my job, so
Wow.
you already know. I can't explain what happened because you just never know. You know what I'm saying?
What the situation?
The situation that happened, but just know that some crazy situation happened, and I had to go. I had to get the fuck out of there. And now I'm currently looking for another job. You know, trying to find something in the meantime. But as of how I've been good. I've been chilling with my girl. She's been very supportive of me being jobless. You know how that could get a little, interesting. It's like, baby, let's go out. Psych.
I don't got no. I got the expendable red
I ain't spending no money.
type shit.
And we got Christmas coming up, so a lot of gifts to give, a lot of time to be spent with the family and all that.
Your
But
birthday passed.
My birthday passed. I'm 23 now.
Jordan year.
Jordan year. Let's go. But yeah, all has been good on this side. What about you?
I've been pretty good. I feel like I already told you, right?
Yeah.
And most of my close people. For the first time in my life, I fell in love.
Joe fell in love,
For
y'all.
the first time. For the first
He fell in love, and that shit got him fucked up. This is why you don't fall in love, Joe.
No. It didn't get me fucked up.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Cause it wasn't like a heartbreak, and you know how some people they fall in love, but like they get blind and
Yeah.
shit.
They lose themselves and shit. Yeah.
I didn't really lose myself.
Yeah.
It was
You've been the same.
it was just with the person that like I fell in love with. It
Situation just wasn't meant to
Yeah.
be.
was like, yeah, wrong time type shit. But in doing that, like, I did what I had to do as the nigga in the relationship.
The viewers are like, what the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
And-
he
and-
did what he had to do?
And in the sense that I had to cut it off, type shit.
Her head.
But you feel me? Like, I just had to be the bigger man, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm what's it called? At this age, I know how to be the bigger man. You feel me?
Yeah, and that shit, you keep it within. You use that to fuel you into doing bigger, better things, motivates you. And, you just need time. And then after, like, before you know it, you right back on track to everything you're already doing.
I'm kind of already back on track.
Yeah.
Like, not saying the person that like I had to cut off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I definitely will miss him, and I won't be able to talk to him for like a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what this experience taught me is, it taught me a lot, right? It taught me definitely like what I'm looking for, right? Because I feel like one of the things that like I didn't know what I was looking for is I was just like annoyed by a lot of people, and I feel like the one thing that I hated was that most people I had to pretend, right? And I had to kind of not be myself, but with this person, like I didn't have to pretend, and I didn't have to, and I could be myself. You feel me? And it was 100%. And also another thing that I learned was when I did cut it off, right? I said everything and did everything that had to be done and said so I could get full closure. And in doing that, I learned that I needed closure in other parts of my life. So recently what I did, right, is today I hit up Shirley's.
Okay.
Which is one of my homegirls. And basically,
Shout out Shirley's.
to give some backstory, is that I was a part of a friend group, and then something happened where like I just felt like I had outgrown the friend group, and I feel like I couldn't vibe with them no more. And there was some more intricacies, right, that we don't got to talk about, right? But just know, like I was at the point during coronavirus when I feel like we were working. I was more like lonely than ever, right?
That's the thing that don't get talked a lot. Well, it gets talked about nowadays, and you're starting to see it more. Is the fact that year of coronavirus fucked a lot of people up, because a lot of people had to be within themselves and had to answer a lot of questions about themselves, because we were alone for most of the times. Like literally everybody. It's like it wasn't like, oh, you separated from that group and you took some time alone. No, it was like everybody had to be home and shit for the most part. You know what I mean? Or everyone had to be alone for the most part. So.
And because of that, because I was alone and I outgrew them, I left the group and it was needed, right? But I didn't do it in the most healthy way.
You broke the bridge.
Yeah, I just blew it up.
Yeah, you said fuck that bridge.
Yeah, I didn't look back on it. But after ending that shit with the falling in love type shit, after ending that, I realized I needed other parts of my life needed closure before, like, because you never know when you go. So I needed to say what had to be said. So I met up with Shirley's.
Okay.
Just to talk with her, just to see how it's going, and yeah.
She's like a sister to you, right?
Yeah. We were talking, right? And she said similar things that like we had talked about, where in the group we only hung out with the group to get fucked up, and we didn't really hang out with them like alone. It was just
outside
a group.
of that. Yeah.
You feel me? And like she felt the same way. She said that nobody would really hit her up, just her. It would just be the group. And I understood where she was coming from. And so I just had to hit her up to tell her like, yo, like all the feelings that I had, like, yo, like, I didn't leave the group because like there was anything wrong or whatever. I just had to leave because I feel like I needed time to grow, and I felt some type of way when, remember the group like kind of like felt some type of way when we didn't go jet skiing with them, and it was because we were hustling and shit. And I didn't want to spend money on jet skiing. I didn't want to go jet skiing.
I thought we went and did try to do that, but we missed our schedule.
Nah. It was.
I remember paying some shit, and then we got there, and they were like, well, they said we're too late. They're gonna give us a refund.
Nah. I wasn't a part of that. I didn't pay.
Oh, you didn't pay? Okay.
I didn't want to, and they felt some type of way about that, and I felt hurt because like I was like, I thought you would understand that like I'm on my hustle shit, and I'm trying to be better.
Trying to put in work.
Yeah, and when they felt some type of way, I felt some type of way, and I felt hurt because I thought, as people who I thought were my friends, I thought you should be more understanding.
They weren't showing you that support.
Yeah. And yeah, and I learned a lot from just so far in my life, like just about what I got to do. There's so much more closure I need in my life. Like I got a friend named Andres, right? Where I think he hasn't changed at all, judging by what I see on Instagram.
Andres, like, I don't know him.
No.
Oh, I thought I was thinking of Andreas.
No.
I don't know why.
This is like I knew him. Remember the Flacco stories I told you about? It was like around that era of my life, and I feel like he left the group and like kind of cut off ties with me when I didn't do anything wrong, and I felt like hurt even more because I had bailed him out of jail type shit. I fought for him type shit, So it's like,
You fought for this nigga?
yeah,
Damn, okay. That's a real friend. Hey, we know Joe's a real fucking ride or die, bro. He'll fucking fuck a nigga up for you, bro.
yeah, I am. You feel me? Because
Type
that's
shit.
how it is. Is if you with me, then you are me, and if somebody goes against you, then they go against me.
All right. It depends on the context for me, but I will always have my friends' backs. You feel me? It's like, yeah, that's just how it's been.
And yeah, so that's my life so far. I've been coming to terms with closure, and what I realized is, sometimes people leave. Like, not I didn't realize this because I'd known this my whole life. Just living, going from different schools, having different types of friends. I know that people are meant to come and go.
They switch up. You meet other people in your life. Other things start, and then you realize I belong to that group, and then you get to that group, and then you're like, okay, I got to move away from that group because I'm growing more than that group, and you go and find other people. Yeah, it's less life. It's a constant like change. There's always something changing, and that's the one good thing about life. And it's the one scary part about life. You think you have it all now, but some shit might happen where you have to now go somewhere else or meet somebody else or start a whole new thing, blah 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 blah.
And it's funny that I'm going through that now, because I feel like, for example, Kodak is going through the same shit.
Okay.
With like Jackboy and shit. You feel me?
Well, on the topic that you were just talking about, I'm glad you got your closure.
Thank you.
And that's always something good to build up that bridge, so that that like, even if you didn't build the bridge like completely to the point where it was like before, but at least now you got the closure and you could move on peacefully, ease of mind.
Yeah.
Just
the fires of that
off
bridge
your
have
shoulder.
been doused.
Yeah, like
Yeah. So now it's not like raging still. It's gone.
It's gone. That's
Shout out
good.
to the little bitch who I fell in love with.
Shout out.
She probably gonna watch this.
Shout out to her. She's really cool. I met her. She's a cool person. But yeah, I'm glad you got the closure. So, well, the topic we're gonna start on is like Jackboy and shit. What happened to Jackboy and Kodak?
Well, basically what like kind of happened to me with the group, I feel like Kodak and Jackboy, when Jackboy came out, they reunited and whatever.
What's Jackboy's most popular song?
His most popular song, I think right now, is "Don't Force My Hand."
Don't Force My Hand. I don't even know if I've ever heard of Jackboy. Like, I know who Jackboy is. I don't know if I've ever heard his song, bro.
The song is literally like a diss track or like a response to Kodak's Super Gremlin. You know how Kodak says, "We could have been driving foreign cars" or whatever. In the Jackboy song, he says, we could have been driving foreign cars, and then after that he says, "Nah, fuck that shit. I know we wouldn't." The same niggas who
and he said something like, "You switch like a pussy little bitch."
That's what Kodak said.
Yeah.
And basically, it was what I think happened with Kodak and Jackboy is when Jackboy came out, Kodak a little bit after went in, and after that time of not seeing somebody for years, right?
Yeah.
And just them living different lives, I feel like they grew apart. And from what I'm getting is Jackboy had kind of moved on
from Kodak.
Yeah, he decided to do his own shit. And Kodak, when he came out, he felt some type of way because Jackboy didn't like really hit him up,
shit like
really
that.
come back to give him no money. Mm-hmm. That's what Kodak is saying.
Oh, I see.
And I've seen Kodak like has been really hurt because of that. And I don't think he knows how to deal with that, because I feel like, Kodak, he's like a real street nigga. So it's like,
it's like, damn, you switched up on me, cuz.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah. And
Kodak has been like, it seemed like Kodak has been growing, like maturing up lately too. No?
I think he's depressed right now.
Oh yeah, that's well.
Did you see Zias and Bilou, like the reaction video?
Nah.
They were reacting to Super Gremlin, and Kodak was like off a perky.
Oh, like he was with them in the reaction video.
And he was like,
Oh hell no. See, that's the thing, dog. You can't. When you depressed, don't mix the drugs, cause then that shit gets you even more depressed. I feel like for a split second, the pain goes away and you just thinking about the high or some shit, but the pain is still there. You haven't dealt with it really. So that's what that's another thing. Cause listening to that Juice WRLD postmortem, that's something that Juice WRLD talked about. He's like, he always talking about how like life is hard, fuck life and shit like that. And he's like, but I'ma just pop another perky and shit like that. And it's like that's just not how you deal with it or cope with it.
I feel like those type of people, because of the environments they're from, right?
They always get into drugs too.
The drugs help them like keep shit stable.
Stable, right?
While like people who don't do drugs, they find healthier ways of coping.
Yeah.
Whether that gives them more drive, they put their emotions into their work or something else. Maybe they find somebody else. But like, I feel like a lot of those people, they just get hooked on that shit.
Yeah. And it's like the rock star lifestyle. So the drugs actually, for 1 second, it might make you feel invincible. So that's why you take it too. He talks about how like, there's this track on there with like Eminem talking about how like he was on Vicodin or some shit, and he stayed up for 3 weeks. He said 24 hours a day, 3 weeks, no sleep, not even 3 minutes dozing off, not like nothing dozing off and shit like that. And it was, people around him would be like, oh, you have a problem. And then when he heard that shit, he's like, you fucking talking about me, cuz? I have a problem. Who let this nigga in here? You know what I mean? It's like he was running away from like the fact that other people would be like, dog, you got a problem and shit. And I feel like that's what a lot of celebrities do. They fill themselves with the entourage and the people that encourage that type of behavior, and no one that really gives a fuck about them, because they getting the money, they paying for everything, so it's like that life is completely different from like a regular person's life. I completely could see that. You know what I mean?
It's like somebody said that a lot of people nowadays are like a bucket with a hole in it, where they use material things and
to fill
drugs
the void and shit
to fill that bucket up, but then eventually that bucket, and they need to fill it up with something else. And it's just a constant cycle. Or
I feel like the pain inside of you think you covering it up with other shit, but as you're covering it up with other shit, that trauma or that pain is growing.
Yeah.
To the point where even if you put something in the bucket, ain't no room for it, because that trauma is gotten to the point where it's like almost the whole fucking bucket.
It's like you just gotta polish shit and you just put a bunch of nice shit to cover the shit, but the shit is still there
and growing. Yeah. That's crazy out here. I recommend everybody to get some fucking mental health. Talk to somebody. If you ever need to talk to somebody, get shit off your mind. Don't keep it in. Now, when I say don't keep it in, there are things that happen in your life that you should keep in, and that should be your motivation and your drive. Because I heard something about The Rock where he's like, all the people that told you couldn't do this, all the people that looked down on you and all that stuff. It's not good to complain about that type of stuff. You should keep that stuff in, because that should be like your motivation or your reason to get to a different place. But if you have something weighing on your heart that you need to get out, you should always get it out, because I find out like that's always better than to just douse yourself with like drugs or do things that subdue that pain, because then you don't learn from anything and you don't grow, stuff like that.
It's better, life is a marathon, right?
Yeah.
And it's harder to run a marathon with rocks on top of your bag.
Yeah, you
feel me? You got to get that shit off. And it becomes so much easier.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I feel like what I realized from just working so many different jobs, meeting so many different people, I feel like when I talk to people, I feel like I don't talk to people. I feel like nowadays I've realized that now I'm talking to people and their problems. Yeah. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, I've seen that too.
I feel like the way people nowadays, I don't even entertain it. Like before, I feel like when people would hit me with negativity, I would try them. But now I don't even I just ignore it. Like if what they said never came out their mouth, and I go past it, because I feel like most people, the reason why they say that negativity is because they want you to give some sort of attention, because nobody, like, they feel like nobody really cares.
And another thing is people will put on their problems on you. Sometimes they'll like Well, it's basically what you're saying. Like they'll talk about their problems, expecting you to like understand or something, and it's like you may not even have that problem, or you already dealt with that problem, or you know what I mean. So it's like, and you see that in people, and you're not supposed to save everybody, but when you see something like that in someone, you just got to give them positive attitude. You know, be like, hey man, it's gonna get better, shit like that. Because you know.
But I know some people who they choose.
We all hurting.
They choose that shit.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people where I've thought to myself like, why are
they don't know any better?
Yeah.
They just don't know any better. A lot of people, they're in the problem, so they can't see the problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, to them, it's like, how could that be that and shit like that. And like I said, if you're outside the problem, you can clearly be like, damn, you're just being negative. You're just, you know, you're just placing yourself in that problem. There are things you could probably do to get out that problem. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, bro. Ever since COVID-19 and shit, a lot of people been like anxious, depressed, you know, a lot of shit. Just, we're looking interpersonal and shit like that. And I think it has to do with the generation too, because of how the previous generation was, and how like they had to do a different type of growing up to make us grow up a certain type of way. And then we all kind of grew up that way, like not like thinking like we don't need anybody and shit like that.
You know what I realized too? I've heard so many stories from like both men and women, or young guys and young girls. And what it sounds like to me is niggas act like bitches and bitches act like niggas. Like I hear like stories about like
roles switching.
Yeah, like bitches talking about like them talking with a dude, and they're like, I can't talk with him because he's like, you don't love me enough or whatever, blah. And the girl's like, bruh, like chill,
hold up, relax,
type. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like it's
switching. The roles are switching.
Weird now.
And then the girls are becoming more independent. They're being able to do everything on their own. And I feel like that's partly like just the way the world is just going too, right? It's like, and that's not a bad thing, you know, because
I don't think it's a good thing either.
But it's definitely not a good thing. A lot of men are also, they don't have like that strong role in their life too, because their parents, their father might be not in their life, or having the same issues as them and shit, and they never see like a good figure doing it good, and then they don't have anything to follow and shit like that. And the only thing I could say once again is talk to somebody, surround yourself with people that care about you, surround yourself with people that you want to be like, surround yourself with people that support you and help you grow. Because at the end of the day, it's all about growing and learning. And life ain't gonna stay the same. You happy now? Remember we talked about this? You happy now, you're gonna be sad someday.
And when you sad, you're gonna be happy someday.
You're gonna be happy someday. So you just gotta get through whatever you're in. Don't bask in the highs, and don't bask in the lows. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Always move on, move forward.
Yeah, you can't stop.
You can't stop. It's like
nothing's gonna wait for you.
Yeah, it's a marathon. You don't gotta sprint it, but you gotta cross the finish line. Yeah. You
gotta keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, have you seen that crime rates have gone up?
I have. I've experienced the crime rate going up, bruh. And it's crazy out here, bruh. They don't give a fuck about you. And that's the thing that y'all gotta be careful out here some more, because like it's getting around the holiday times. People trying to feed their families, or they trying to get their families gifts, and they'll do whatever it takes to like do that shit.
They do anything for material shit. That's crazy.
For material shit, yeah. And some niggas, this is how I started looking at it too. You think your job is to do this and that? There's a nigga's job that's to terrorize you or to make your life hard. Like that's his job. Like he takes pride in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, be careful out there, especially around these holiday times, people. I saw something that said like, oh, it's only happening to celebrities. Nah, we not celebrities, and I see shit happening all the time. The other day there was like some crazy shit that happened around here all the time. You know what I mean? You just gotta be careful the most you can, and yeah, stay safe.
People just have hate. I feel like, back to what we said,
people have
the
hate.
trauma, and people just have hate in their heart, and they don't know how to get over it.
Yeah, a lot of people that's gonna happen. They just have the trauma, and they never gonna get over it, and forever will be on demon time, nigga. I want problems always. That African movie.
Yo,
I wake up, I want problems, always.
you just reminded me, bruh. This
up?
is random as fuck, but I saw a movie called Law Abiding Citizen with
Sounds familiar.
Gerard Butler and Jamie Foxx, bruh.
Oh, yeah, I think I searched it up.
Dog.
Sounds familiar. I haven't seen it yet, though.
Dog. I'm gonna just tell you the beginning part of the movie,
What's up?
so you get interested.
Okay. Little hook.
Guy, doing something. He's like working on something.
Right.
His daughter's making like a dad bracelet, right?
Cute.
With like arts and craft, right? And then his mom's like, the wife is like, oh, it's time for dinner. And then somebody rings the doorbell.
Oh,
And she's like, can you get that? Hey, could you get that? He's like, okay, I got it. And then he opens the door. Boom. Gets hit. It's two guys robbing a house. And one of the guys has like a knife and shanks him in like the stomach.
right by the ribs.
Yeah. Ties him up and shit, whatever. And then hits his wife, right? And then rapes his wife. And then rapes his daughter.
Damn, bro.
Boom. I'm not gonna say nothing more.
That's how the movie started.
How Jamie Foxx comes in, you're gonna have to figure out.
Yeah. Is that movie where Jamie Foxx was like on the bed like?
No.
No. Okay. I always wondered what movie that from. But damn, that's crazy shit.
Bruh, I'm telling you, it's not like I wouldn't say it's like, like let's say a Quentin Tarantino movie. That's like a really good movie, right?
Right.
It's like masterpiece.
Is it like Taken?
It's like,
Cause after some shit like that happened, it's taking time, boy. I'm coming to find your ass, nigga. I don't know where you are. I don't know who you are, but I will kill you.
it's kind of like Taken, but it's. I feel like it's, if I were to rate it, right, the plot twists and the actions and shit.
Yeah.
Is like an 8 or 9 out of 10.
Okay.
But the movie overall is like probably like a 6 or 7.
What? Jamie Foxx has to be good. Fuck with Jamie Foxx.
I mean, it is good, but it's like it's a good movie. It's not an amazing movie, and it's not a bad movie.
What's it called again?
Law Abiding Citizen.
Law Abiding Citizen.
Bro, I'm telling you,
check it out.
That's a good movie. Like, you won't regret it.
I'm gonna check it out. Shit, I fuck with
It's
the
on Netflix.
cast. Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay, shit, say less. One day we gonna be on Netflix.
Yeah, like Childish Gambino Atlanta, but it's gonna be Miami.
It's gonna be Miami. It's gonna be called Florida Man. That's it. We stole it from Atlanta, but the whole show is gonna be called Florida Man. It's gonna have 12 episodes.
Start off in Homestead.
It's gonna start off in Homestead. Some crazy shit probably. Shit, who knows? Have you been to Homestead recently? It looks nice. Because I've been here, going to Homestead, you see how much space there is. You see how nice everything is. I mean, it's still probably not fun because everything probably closes early as fuck and shit. But
That's dead.
yeah, that's dead.
I think Homestead is slowly developing.
Yeah. A lot of new shit being built and shit.
Slowly.
Yeah, slowly. Like you said, you go and you see 2 new things. You're like, all right, cool.
I feel like low-key, I did go to Homestead 2 weeks ago to get a haircut from Carlos.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Carlos. He was
Shout
on
out.
the podcast. Watch that podcast video.
That boy in Ecuador right now.
Yeah.
he coming back soon too. I think tomorrow or some shit.
I went there and I stopped at a gas station. Everybody was so friendly. They're like, "Hey, how's it going, boss?" And I was like, "Oh, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up?" Normally here in Kendall, nobody fucking.
You get the stank face. Everybody looking at you like you just robbed the place or some shit, or you about to rob the place, or they just don't give a fuck about you. It's unless you go to Chick-fil-A, then you get outstanding customer service, or PDQ.
Yeah.
I gotta put y'all on PDQ if you live in the Kendall area, Homestead area, Miami area. PDQ, Chick-fil-A,
Gas.
delicious.
Yes.
Chicken sandwiches, whatever you want. Chicken tenders. They don't got beef though, and they open on Sundays. Chick-fil-A, what you doing? I know they a Christian company and all that. Yeah.
They believe in Jesus.
Yeah, they believe in Jesus. We believe in Jesus too.
Yeah,
I'm starting to become more religious.
I'm Jesus.
Anyways, the Prophet Muhammad himself starts fucking floating.
Yeah.
But that Jack Boy shit, I thought they were cool though. I thought they settled the beef. I thought Kodak was oh, you know what, bro? It's not even. There's no point in even continuing this shit. Did that ever close? Was I mistaken?
Well, Kodak released Super Gremlin, right?
Right.
And then after
that reignited the beef for sure.
Jackboy said a song, "Don't Force My Hand," where it's like, "Please, big brother, don't force my hand, or niggas gonna die. Please, big brother, don't force my hand. That's me from inside my pride." No, but you would like on that Jackboy song though. That was like Jackboy sliding, like he was spitting.
Okay.
Real shit.
Okay.
Real shit. And it was him basically in that song. He addressed everything, and he was saying that like he had to separate himself because the people around him didn't have good vibes and didn't share the vision that he had. I feel like Jackboy, while being in prison and then leaving prison, I feel like he learned that he wanted
something different.
Yeah, he didn't want to be Jackboy. He don't want to be Jack and shit. He wanted to, build the business, that generational wealth shit. I feel like Kodak, the problem with Kodak is
he's still in the streets.
Yeah.
But I'm on Jackboy's side because you see the street road and what happens to that, like King Von, like Lil Reese and all that shit. You want to be more like on the. You already made it out the hood, or like we never talked about this because I don't think we had a podcast, but Young Dolph and shit like that. But I don't think Young Dolph was in the streets. I think that was just a hater type shit.
Yeah,
R.I.P. Young Dolph.
Because he normally goes to that place like usually to like set up like events to give out like free shit, like free food.
And they used to fuck with him. That was his city and shit. Yeah, it was like Mama's Cookies or some shit. Yeah,
but
that shit was sad.
Because like apparently like Memphis is just a hateful city. It's hateful city, from what people say. It's like really violent.
Yeah, I mean after he died, I think like there was like 10 murders and shit
in the same place.
In the same place.
Like after he died, right? There was 2 other shootings in the same like place.
Damn, bro, this is crazy out here. Niggas just shooting niggas, and niggas shooting back at niggas, and then niggas coming back at niggas, and then it's just a repetitive cycle. That shit not, it's no way to live.
Bruh, nah. I feel like if you are
gotta settle
our age, I can't see how you're our age and still wanted to do all that fighting shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's like it's once again, it's trauma. It's a lot of things tied to it because it's like, how you not wanting a better life? How do you not have people in your life that you don't want to like involve in shit like that? You know what I mean? It doesn't show growth. And that's the one thing about like a city like that. You don't see growth because niggas don't even get past a certain age. They dying young and shit. Or they dying right when they're like about to like achieve something and shit like that. And if you have kids and stuff and you doing that type of stuff, that shows that you're just not mature, bro. Because you got to be there for your kids. You got to be there for your family and shit like that.
I mean, if you see like a black dude in the hood and he's like 50, that's a motherfucking turtle.
Yeah.
That's like 100 years old in black years.
For real. That's true.
Because whenever I go to like some place that's like more like the hood, I barely see old people. If it's an old person, it's like a crackhead.
It's like, yeah, his life, he used to be the shit in the streets, and then he lost it all and shit like that. Yeah. And he has to chill out now.
I mostly just see like young dudes.
But hey, I think who talked on this? I think Sada Baby talked on that. He said, niggas think you're pussy, but it's like, I'm not pussy. It's more like I don't want to get into this type of shit because I'm a grown man now. I have things to do. I have people to feed. I have a family to raise and shit like that. So if you could think I'm pussy, it's not pussy. It's more like, nigga, I have responsibilities and you're just out here trying to throw your life away real quick, and that's not something I'm about. Yeah, that's not gangster.
Like people got it confused what gangster is.
Yeah, gangster is being able to take care of your family, putting food on the table and doing all that shit while like being there, nigga. You don't want to lose your life over some dumb shit.
Yeah.
And now all your kids starving, or your kids growing up without a dad, or you don't have like your lady and shit like that. That's not gangster.
I feel like a lot of hood dudes, right? You know how they lose their lives? I've for example,
over dumb shit.
Yo Gotti and Young Dolph.
Yeah.
You know how they have beef?
What's up?
The rumor is they have beef over a girl. And isn't it funny how like rappers though, they only talk about like just loving the hoes, you know, just fucking them.
Right, and then
them.
they fall in love with a hoe and they get into shootouts for a hoe and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's cause niggas insecure. Niggas feel like, oh,
They
like
got one up on them.
Yeah, type shit. I mean, speaking of which, what happened to then we see what's her face, Saweetie, hanging out with Lil Baby.
Yeah.
But I don't think Offset give a fuck. Is it Quavo? My bad. Quavo.
Yeah. I mean, Saweetie just doing what she doing. She just going to another motherfucker with money. And I think Lil Baby know what he doing too.
Yeah.
He just know that, you know.
Lil Baby a smart nigga, bro. He just he got beef with probably Quavo, so he like, I'll entertain this idea. I don't think so.
Quick. They from the same record label.
Nah, I think they got beef. I seen like a whole thing where like the Migos was like at the top of QC, and then when Lil Baby came, Lil Baby started taking over that shit, right? But I don't know who dissed who first. Subliminals, like very slight subliminals, and you could tell it's kind of like towards each other, but it just seemed like they're fighting for that number one position. Not that they're fighting for it, but like it's like, damn, I was number one. It's like, no, you're not. I'm number one now, type shit. It seemed a little competitive at first, but then it started getting into like things like that. There was even a fight where they were like, they thought that Lil Baby's crew jumped Offset or some shit, but even then Lil Baby was like, nah, cap, and Offset was like, nah, cap, ain't none of that shit happen. So, but they keep throwing subliminals in songs. You could hear it, like you could, like I don't remember the lines exactly, but it's like
they be throwing little shots. Have you seen Lil Baby at like the icebox to get a new jewelry, and then he sees what's that motherfucker YK Osiris?
Yeah,
and he'd be like, hey, yo, where my money? And
oh yeah,
and YK like, this dude,
this funny, dude right funny. Here, and then Lil Baby like,
nah.
Dead serious, nigga. YK Osiris owes everybody money, bro. It seemed like he owes Drake the most, $60K or some shit. Remember Drake was like, I'm not Baby or this nigga where you owe me like 2 racks, 5 racks, nigga. You owe me 60 racks, but you could pay it off right now if you sing in my living room. But you got to give it your all. Best performance out here.
I feel like YK Osiris is that dude who like,
I'll pay you back.
Yeah, he really pretends like he's a real, like, I feel like, how do you describe it? Like, you know those dudes who they feel like they the shit because of like they have no personality, but just because they bought some new Jordans or like new clothes, they think they're better than you, and it's like now it's catching up because
basically using the brand to brand themselves, shit like that. Yeah. The thing about him though is like I feel like he has I feel like he's cool, like as far as like his personality, because like damn, how Drake letting him in his crib, letting him on air Drake and shit like that.
Just fake as fuck. That when I saw him with the Lil Baby, and Lil Baby's like, nah, I'm asking you for my money. I'm not gonna call you about my money, but if I see you, I'm gonna ask you about my money. And he's like, this dude, yo, he's so funny. And
he probably know that shit was gonna get on the internet. Yeah. He's like,
yeah. And Lil Baby's like, nah, for real. Because think about it, if he was really like a solid person, if somebody comes up to me and is like, yo, where's my money? Number one, that would never happen. I would have already paid you back. I would already
paid you back, or you wouldn't see me until I paid you back.
Yeah, or number two, I'm not going to be like, this dude. I'm going to be like, why are you going to fucking say that right now, bro? I'm trying to get your money. Why are you trying to press me about it? Like, but he was like, nah.
I'd start selling my shit. I mean, the nigga bought like a $300K earring and shit like that. I mean, nigga, how you buying $300,000 earrings, but you not paying back your $2,000, $5,000 debts?
It's for the look, bro.
It's for the look.
They just
it's for the clout.
Yeah, bro. They just be doing it.
Maintaining the image. Yeah, niggas really be broke out here, and that's something that academics exposed about like a lot of rappers. For me, it's like they really broke. A lot of them aren't really gangster and shit like that, cause it's like it makes sense too. It's like, you know, the internet, it's everything they want you to see. So it's like they could paint that perfect highlight image where you feel like, oh yeah, but
he got it, but he don't got it.
Yeah. You gotta be careful out here.
You could tell who got it and who don't. Like, for example, I feel like Lil Baby got it because
you see niggas gifting him shit all the time.
He got love in the hood. I feel like YK. When have you seen anybody give YK Osiris?
This nigga's an industry plan.
People shit. Loaning him money. It's not shit. Like a gift. Yeah. People gift.
Lil Baby
money. They loaning shit to YK.
They don't expect nothing back. But with YK, it's like, nigga, you gonna give it back, right? Like, this wasn't no gift, nigga. But
speaking about people who like to portray Island Boys.
I'm an island. Didn't they just walk out of like an interview with fucking Logan Paul and shit? I seen that. They were like, nah, bro, we're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have that. We told you not to talk about it, and you started talking about it. And then the guy's like, but I fuck with y'all. What did I say? And he's like, I don't want to hear none of that. We said we wasn't gonna talk about it.
I think they're hilarious. They're hilarious,
funny, bro. They.
I mean, they doing it, yo. To be able to go to several clubs and constantly get booed and still have the confidence to go, like,
nah, you know what you selling is trash at that point. You know, it's just clout. It's just humiliation.
Bro, they made a song.
They winning on humiliation.
Like an actual Island Boy song.
They
Like
they made it.
video.
They finally made one.
And they didn't put effort into it. You would think like, okay, just get the hook, the Island Boy hook, right? And then write some fire shit. Get a ghostwriter, you know?
Right.
But they fucking literally put out the Island Boy freestyle, but just like recorded it.
Just recording it. That's stupid, bro. Like I said, if I had something like that blow up to the point where everybody's making memes about it and shit like that, I would actually try to promote it, put it on t-shirts, do something to, you know, get some bread off of that. Not even on some like on some shit like that. Like on some like that's what everyone does, you know what I'm saying? It's like you make one big song and then next thing you know you come out with this, that, and that, and that, because that's just what you gotta do to put food on your fucking table and shit like that. But them niggas just being lazy about it.
I don't know if they're like, I can't tell if they're geniuses or
they're just lucky
or dumb, bro.
Just,
like, I don't know.
I think it's
they're
a
my
little
spirit
bit
animals though. Like, if I want to be somebody, I want to be an island boy.
The island boy.
Have you seen everybody they hang around, right? Is all like Hispanic white dudes, like looking like me. Mm-hmm. But now imagine me with the big ass like Kodak
they all got
dreads.
the antennas and shit. That's crazy as fuck. That's probably but shit like that. When I see shit like that, I understand Kodak and like Boosie. You know how like Boosie fade, everybody around Boosie got the Boosie fade. I understand that because it's like that's your nigga. He put you up and shit like that, and you probably just respect it or you fuck with it. And but when I see something like that happen to somebody like the Island Boys and shit, I'm like, nah, them niggas don't fuck with you. Yeah. They just doing that shit because you probably giving them some bread or they're around you and they're benefiting from the lifestyle and shit. And with Kodak, I say it's more like a gang thing. You know, it's probably like that's what them niggas do.
The zones.
Type shit. I don't think he did it for some clout. He just probably did it because that's what them niggas do. Shit like that. But yeah, man, them Island Boys, they've been fucking on the news. Hey.
It would be pretty cool to take a picture with them.
Nah, I
want to meet them.
I'll be like, all right,
it'd
niggas.
be pretty cool. It'd be like meeting like a
rare Pokemon. No, not even. I would say a rare Pokemon. Rare Pokemons are special, nigga.
Like a shiny Magikarp.
It just be
like a shiny Pikachu, bro.
I wouldn't say a shiny Pikachu. I say like a Pokemon that looks so weird. You're like, let me take a picture of this motherfucker.
Yeah, like a you know
I don't think it give you any clout. It's like, yo, I have pictures with the Island Boys. They're like, oh, okay.
Nah, it would be cool. Like my top people that I want to meet, right?
Drake
right now, no.
Kanye,
no.
Hove.
Well, Kanye, yeah, but I don't really want to meet Kanye. I feel like he's insane.
He started hanging out with Future. Ever since
hang out with Future.
No, but it's like right after Kim was like, okay, no, finally divorcing this nigga.
He needed the toxic god to teach him some game.
He's like, I'm gonna start fucking these bitches, nigga.
Yeah. Because you know Future, he got all the hoes. So like,
apparently, you know who else got all the hoes?
Who?
What's the new nigga Kim is dating?
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson from the island. What's the island called? Not the island, but Staten Island. Yeah.
He took her there.
Shit. Took her to Staten Island.
That's like if I got Kim Kardashian and I took her to Kendall.
Right. You're like, look, people like you. Yeah. Fake booties everywhere.
Yeah.
Some Kendall's gonna be like, you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. You just like, it's fake.
Yeah, no, you could tell.
Yeah, you could tell.
Because I feel like in the fake booties in Kendall, right?
Done badly.
They only got enough money for the booty. They don't got enough money for the whole like shebang.
The whole shebang. So, and you got to keep it up, bro. I found out about that. You got to keep that thing up, bro.
It goes away.
It goes away. It's like a timer on that bitch, and then you got to do it again, do it again.
Yeah.
Unless you get like the illegal one or
it's
some
like a
shit.
haircut.
Yeah.
where you gotta get a new haircut.
Expensive ass fucking haircut.
Yeah, bro. And it's pain. You gotta be in bed.
Yeah. Yeah, when you do those surgeries, you useless. Sometimes you gotta relearn your motor skills.
Yeah, type shit. That's crazy.
Learn how to walk and shit.
Hell no, bro. Hell no, bro. If you got enough time to do that, you could work out, bro.
Work out, bro. Get your body right.
But check this out.
Doja Cat, is she natural, right?
Yeah, she's
and
natural.
she look alright. You feel me? Man, face wise, she a little.
No, I think she cute.
I was on her Instagram. I'm like, she cute. Don't get me wrong, but
she cute.
Makeup does a lot.
Yeah, but that's everybody.
Meg the Stallion without makeup. Meg, but
I think all of them are cute.
Yeah,
I've seen.
For my girl sees this episode and she's like, nigga, what?
I've seen ugly ass bitches. So like, if you're not ugly, you cute to me. That's it. Like,
that's true.
I've seen ugly. Like, okay, this is a random
true.
story. Shout out to X, right?
Shout out X.
I was hanging with X. He decided to, show me to some of his friends, right? And I was talking to this girl, and this girl said, oh my God, why do you talk so loud? I understand. I talk loud, right? I'm Joe. I talk
sorry.
loud. But this is what pissed me off, bitch. You ugly as fuck. Ugly. You should be lucky that a cute ass motherfucker like me is even talking to your ugly ass. That bitch look like Rufus from Kim Possible, bro.
Rufus,
the mole rat.
The mole rat.
She looked like Rufus.
Oh Lord.
And she was saying I'm loud. Bitch, your face is loud.
Bitch, your face loud, like stank loud, nigga.
Bruh. That shit pissed me off. That's random as fuck. But I just remembered that. If you ugly out there, no offense, right? I used to be ugly.
Don't talk.
But now I'm cute. If you got anything mean to say, I will roast you. I will roast you. I will bring you back to earth.
That should be nothing they should be new to. It's like, girl, if you ugly, you gotta know how to roast back. If you gotta have a good personality.
If you ugly, you have to have a good personality.
You gotta have a good personality.
Because I have to accept the fact that I'm looking at something that I don't like looking
Jesus
at.
Christ.
Have you seen, like, when you see something that's nasty and you're like, ugh, and it's hard to look at?
Yeah.
I'm looking at your face and it's nasty right now. It's hard for me to look at. You have to have a nice personality.
Yeah, you
because
gotta
then I can't look at your nasty ass face.
Compensate somewhere else, bro.
You feel me? I'm beautiful. Everybody loves me, and I'm beautiful on the outside. So you should be happy, bruh. You should be motherfucking blessed. I blessed you right now, bruh, with my motherfucking presence.
Just
bruh.
being in my motherfucking presence.
Exactly, bruh. Exactly.
Hey, it's good to have high self-esteem.
It's not high self-esteem. It's reality, bitch.
Nah.
It's reality.
She was that ugly? Damn. Okay, I see.
And she a lame ass bitch too.
And she a lame ass bitch. Hey, you gotta compensate, girl.
You gotta have something, bro.
Gotta have something.
You gotta at least dress good. You gotta have a nice personality.
Bring
but
something.
if you ain't got nothing,
it's crazy out here.
That's a side
tangent.
I had to get it out because it stuck with me. It stuck with me.
Angry segment on the Real Talk podcast. Don't forget, if you're liking the content, to hit that like button, subscribe,
shout out,
and comment any thoughts or any topic we talk about. If anything you relate to, or if anything you want us to hear us talk about. We're not ending, but I'm just saying,
you gotta keep on going.
Keep on going. What about Jussie Smollett? What happened with that dude?
So remember back in the day with Jussie Smollett, he was in Chicago,
and he lied about like being fucking
attacked by some
white people. Oh yeah,
Trump supporters. Turns out he hired them.
Dog.
They were Nigerian.
Some fake shit. Fake nigga shit.
They were Nigerian, bro. And he hired them. And
so they weren't even white.
Yeah.
They weren't even MAGA supporters.
Turns out that Juicy, whatever his name.
Jussie Smollett. I don't even know how to say this nigga name.
And the Nigerian dude went to a bathhouse, like a spa.
Yeah.
And then did the deed.
Oh, some. Oh.
One of them.
Right.
One of them each other.
How we know this?
Because he said it. The Nigerian dude.
Oh, the Nigerian came out with the story. Okay.
And then there's text messages.
Oh my God. But that's it?
Yeah, they found out while looking at the text messages.
So making his story even fucking faker and shit, making him look even worse. That's crazy, bro. Is this nigga going to jail for shit like that?
He's bruh. They gave him 3 years. Like,
because he's famous.
max,
He probably going
3 years, 25,000
fine.
Not a bond. He's going
to jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got charged, guilty verdict.
Type shit. Hey, nigga deserved it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Why you make up a fucking fake ass lie like that?
That's not
if you gonna
helping the
make up a
cause.
good lie, at least like hire some actual MAGA supporters or some shit.
At
nigga.
least do it with somebody you didn't take, like, you didn't get
some
buzzed
sloppy
down
toppy
by,
from
bruh.
right in a fucking bathhouse.
Yeah,
like,
you feel me?
You know,
Like, how, bruh? How you gonna get some like cum shots on your face from a dude in a bathhouse and then playing out this whole shit with him?
Right. Be like, you probably, as it's happening, he's like, oh yeah, so this is what we gonna do. Yeah.
Over text, bruh, too. Y'all
niggas should have met up, bro.
You really don't think that people are gonna check text? You feel me?
Niggas is hungry for attention, bro. They just want to be relevant, bro. Shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's because he knew that, like, you know, since Empire ended, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think, like,
I haven't heard anything about
the show. Like, was ending. He was like, oh,
my life is going to shit.
Yeah.
I need something. I need the attention.
And now he fucked up his life.
Yeah, you do something like that, and that ends up worse than what the fuck you was even going to be doing. You know, instead of like going the honest way or doing something else, like something ethical. Not something so fucking
Just focus
outlandish
on
and wild,
hustle,
bro.
Bro. Ask Taraji P, bro. Shout out to Taraji P. That's my wife.
Shout out to Taraji P. I love her. Yeah, she's a great actress. Always been amazing.
She's a great actress, but I think she's beautiful.
She's a great person too. Like when you see her like talking in interviews and shit, she's a great person.
I think she's just bad. I don't.
Yeah,
when she talk, I don't even listen to her personality. That's no offense to Taraji. I just think she bad.
Taraji type shit. Okay. That's crazy out here. Celebrities, like I said, they be lying a lot.
I mean, you see a motherfucking Bill Gates giving through like 300 million to media outlets to talk good about him.
Bill Gates is a slimy, scary motherfucker.
Bruh.
Conspiracy theories up the ass about Bill Gates.
Somehow, bruh. Tell me what this makes sense. He, like, I don't know if it was Grey's Anatomy or ER or one of those shows.
Right.
Like one of those, like, hospital shows.
Yeah.
He paid them to talk good about him.
For real?
Shit.
Dog, why you need people to talk good about you? Why you paying people to talk good about you? That's how you know you an evil motherfucker. And ever since that interview where he was talking about what's that nigga that offed himself in jail? Epstein, or supposedly offed himself in jail. YouTube, you better not take down this video because we're talking about conspiracy theories. But yeah, he sounded like a real villain out here, bro.
He was like, well, I guess
he shouldn't have been fucking with the wrong people. Basically what he said, bro.
And he did like the evil laugh type shit.
Right. That nigga.
The only person I trust is Elon Musk.
Yeah.
He'd been trying everybody. He'd been trying Joe Biden, being like, where the money going to? Where's the spending?
Why is the gas prices going up? Joe Biden probably got the worst turnover rate right now as a president. Like from everyone fucking with him, or not everyone fucking with him, but like having his side, switching up on him completely. Because he not doing shit. And a bunch of videos came out where he's like, who needs to read this? I'm going to just sign it.
Yeah, bro.
That shit was...
Dog.
And you the president of the United States of America. You should have at least some sort of integrity or responsibility, bruh. Yeah, you can't be out here sleeping in meetings, nigga.
Gas, bruh.
For real, that's all we ask, bruh. All we ask for. It's like, you don't got to do much. You just got to make sure our gas prices is low. That's about it. That's it. Make sure we get motherfucking... We not going to war. That's it. 2 things.
Did you see how, like, speaking of war, like, this is a random topic. We're going to a whole nother topic, but
let's go.
You know how, like, we left Afghanistan and all that shit?
Yeah, but wasn't that Trump though? That was a plan. I feel like I heard that was orchestrated by Trump's team, and then when Joe Biden got into office, it like fully went through. So then therefore we're like, I don't say he probably co-signed it too. So that's why it's like it went through.
The same shit.
Yeah,
but because of that, right? The Taliban, because like Afghanistan, right? Because like the U.S. was there, the warlords couldn't really do anything. Yeah. And then after the the army left, like the warlords basically just went into the bases, took all their shit. Because literally the Americans were like, oh shit, we're going back. Leave all the AKs, the M14s, the trucks, the tanks, just leave it there.
Y'all can handle this, right?
We're not taking it back.
I say less.
Dog, like, apparently now they're gonna be one of the biggest like opiate like producers.
For real.
And people are like, oh, like, don't do that, right? Drugs and all that. But if they don't produce opiates, you know what they do? They start acting like Somalian pirates.
For real.
They start robbing people,
They
like
don't
on the road.
There's no other way to get money.
Yeah.
I guess.
But the opiate shit be making hella money for them.
Yeah, probably.
Hella, bruh. I think it was like they're forecasted to produce like 90%, like 90 something percent of opiates
In Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because like their weather is perfect for like poppy seeds and shit.
Interesting.
And they have the women's rights thing.
The Afghans?
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna work on women's rights. And then it was like, oh, so you guys are gonna educate your women? No, just chill, slow down, baby steps.
Baby steps.
Type shit, bro. I don't know what women's rights means, but
yeah, right. That don't sound like no women's rights. Baby steps, baby steps, baby steps.
Well,
they could not wear the hijab. Nah. Oh no, they could walk out their house. And yeah, they're not that. They're not Muslim. That shit, but they're like, yeah, they could go to the store.
Yeah.
We'll start with that.
Yeah, type shit. It's crazy, bro. And it wasn't like that. Literally like in the 1960s, if you see like pictures of like those Middle Eastern countries,
yeah,
it literally looked like the U.S.
For real.
Like girls were wearing like like swimsuits, bikinis, and all that.
I guess because like the warlords grew into more power.
That just happened.
Like, they just shifted to like a more communistic type.
Super conservative.
Conservative-ish. Yeah, it's crazy out there. And I mean, the thing about Afghan though, we've been there for such a long time, but I guess I know that we pulled out most of our troops. We just had a little bit left over, right?
Yeah.
But I guess it wasn't over. And a lot of people from the military, they have like a lot of stories about like, let's say if they served in Afghan and shit, they say that the people are cool, but it's just the other side is bad, and those people need to be protected and shit. So I don't know. It's crazy out here. Did you see? On the new segment, let's move on to. Did you see NBA Youngboy wearing fucking makeup and shit?
Is it on the Blackball thing?
I don't know.
The music video Blackball?
Was it a music video?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like a new profile picture or something.
No, it's like in the music video he has like I think
eyeshadow and shit.
Yeah, and he has like the words Blackball written on his face.
Okay.
Type shit.
He said it makes him feel more like a rock star, but that shit came out of nowhere. I'm like, NBA Youngboy? And his fans, his fans follow him ride or die, bro. They're like, hey, bro, I saw Act posted something on it, and everybody was like, hey, don't you worry about it. Like, the same niggas that would be like, y'all niggas gay, or y'all niggas all that shit. They're like, don't even worry about it, Act. And I'm like, y'all some ride or die motherfuckers. He got the best fan base. He got X-type fan base.
I feel like it's because he speaks for like a certain like group of people. Because he talks about his pain and shit.
Yeah, I fuck with NBA Youngboy. I'm not no ride or die like them niggas, but
he's doing pretty good after he left prison.
Yeah,
he moved to like the mountains. It looked like he in the middle of Oregon.
I saw him talking to like his little niece or something. He looked like he off the drugs too. His eyes was like clear and shit. Like he took off his grills and shit. Like he looked like he doing better. Youngboy better. That's what all his fans be saying. Youngboy do it better. It's like what I gotta do with anything.
It's the mountains, that fresh air. You feel me? Being away from everything. Where are you gonna find a plug?
Yeah.
In the motherfucking middle of a mountain.
I mean, you famous. You could just catch a flight right quick to LA, come right back.
But he can't really do that. He can't move like that because he has to speak to a probation officer.
Yeah, he got
before he goes anywhere.
Shit, right?
I don't think he has an ankle bracelet.
He not on house arrest?
I don't think so.
I thought he was on house arrest.
No, I think all charges were dropped because it was just the investigation wasn't like it was not legally sound. So they just let him go type shit. But I feel like he's still on probation. So, when you're on probation, if you want to go anywhere, you literally have to check in.
Okay.
You want to go to Orlando to Disney? You got to talk to your probation officer.
Yeah. Most definitely. I saw something, speaking of probation and shit and cases, I saw something about YNW Melly. Like I think his trial coming up soon. And I saw an interview with Ak and Fresh and Fit. Apparently, Myron used to be like ex, like home security agent or some shit. I'm like, first of all, that has nothing to do with the court of law. Not to say it doesn't, but he was saying basically that YNW Melly got to plead like insanity or some shit because like all the evidence. Do you know anything about that case?
I don't. The last time I checked the case, like when I saw anything about YNW Melly, it was that there was insufficient
evidence, right? Yeah, that's the thing. And what was it that he allegedly shot his best friend or some shit like that? And they were in the car together or some shit, and then like it seemed as if he's the one that pulled the trigger on his best friend and shit like that. And you know how the nigga has songs like Melly versus Melly.
Yeah, Murder on My Mind.
Murder on My Mind. I Got Multiple Personalities. Shit like that. Mixed personalities. I mean.
I don't believe Myron.
Yeah, Myron.
Fucking speaking of Fresh and Fit, them niggas weenies,
bro. Them niggas weenies, bro. They've been giving copyright strikes to other channels making videos on them.
Shit, bro. If somebody talks shit about me, it's like, cool.
Right, you first of all, you giving my shit more popularity. Not to say that that's good. That's slander. That could be slander, but at the same time, I don't think those channels are just purely slandering them. They're using like there's evidence from them to then slander them.
Now they're just making themselves look even worse.
And not only that, but isn't that what they've done too?
Yeah,
that's exactly what they've done. I remember watching Fresh and Fit. I haven't seen like an episode of Fresh and Fit, but in a while because like I got tired of it. It was the same. They bring the same dumb Miami hoes. It's different hoes, but it's like the same dumb girls that like be saying the same dumb shit.
What I realized after watching that shit, I started realizing like, okay, there's a big problem because I see those hoes all the time. It's Miami. I live in Miami.
Yeah,
but those are just Miami hoes.
Those are just Miami hoes. That's another thing too. That's the thing that I had to like. That I realized. I'm like, wait. First of all, y'all just bringing in like these girls that want to date a rapper. Not to say like, you know, like they just want the lifestyle and shit like that. And even fucking what's his face, Fresh, whatever fuck his name is, he's a simp. He's a super simp, bro. He met this girl on like a sugar daddy dating site, and then he's like, nah, bro, she loves me for me. What was your first date? Oh, it was on the yacht.
Yeah.
What do you guys have in common? We just love each other.
Yeah.
And she's over here like, or like that one video where he tries to kiss her. He's like, give me a kiss. And she's like, And he's like, all right. It's just like, bruh, this nigga, I never, like I said, like when I was watching Fresh and Fit, he was never the person to like, when he started talking, he started stuttering and shit. And you're just like, awkward.
Yeah.
And he'd say things that like didn't make sense. It was just Myron carries that show. I ain't gonna lie. Like even though Myron, I don't know, he probably has his own problems. But
I feel like what it is, you know, the comments,
Myron got the stats.
Yeah.
And shit. That's what I liked about him.
That he was more logical.
Logical, yeah.
I feel like the problem with them is, you know, the people in the comments who are like, okay, you know when you're on Instagram and then you see like a thirst trap. Yeah. It's like a thotty shaking some ass to like a TikTok song.
Right.
And then you see the people. I look at it, I'm like, okay.
Interesting.
And then there's somebody in the comment like, wow, your father must have raised you so well. And it's like, dog, what's wrong with you?
What you think that gonna do?
Right?
You think that's gonna change this girl's mind?
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
I feel like if you gave those people a podcast, that would be
Myron
and
Fresh. Yeah.
They just have
and probably all them niggas in the back.
Yeah.
I've heard them talk and they all sound like super simp niggas too.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. They definitely did a good, like they definitely
tricks
hustled.
No, I feel like they're tricks who are
they like, smart with the hustle.
Who try to portray themselves as pimps, but they're still tricks.
Yeah.
Because like, oh, okay. You know who you have to start watching?
What's up?
Sharp.
Shannon Sharp?
Sharp. His name is
Oh,
Pimp Sharp.
The dude that be.
Have you seen him with Blue Jasmine on No Jumper?
Damn, I don't know.
Bruh,
Sharp.
He spit so much game.
You don't got a first name?
No, his name is just Sharp.
Sharp.
That's what the people call him.
Why it put Shar.com? What the fuck is Shar.com?
Bruh, he is like, he's a pimp, so obviously he probably has done terrible things in his life, right?
Right.
But he got game, you feel me? Like he lives in reality. You feel me? Like
Dog, I don't see nothing when I'm gonna put pimp, sharp pimp.
you know like when
Oh, I remember this, and I remember the Adam 22 episode where he had a whole argument with this girl.
yeah.
But okay, the thing about that is, I see what she was saying, and I see what he was saying, right? And I feel like they were just saying not two different things, but he was just saying, like, if you about the game, you gotta be fully about the game. So he's trying to say, if you want to be the GOAT, you gotta you gotta try to be a GOAT. You know what I mean? Or he's saying, if you in the game, you gotta try to be a GOAT because you're already doing it at such a scale. And I like her side because like her side was like, I don't want to be a GOAT. I just want to do it because it's already getting me like money and shit off just the simple things that I do. So I don't even think okay, one thing I know she probably lying about is like, oh, I don't fuck none of these niggas. Come on now. You probably fuck some of these niggas because they had money and shit. Let's stop the cap.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, I feel I could see her side too. She probably don't want to fuck like the nigga that has the most money and shit like that, or be like with a white dude that has like billions and shit just so that she could do her whole shit.
No, but that's what
her pimp shit.
That's what
her trick
that's
and
what
shit.
Sharp is saying.
Yeah, he's saying
Sharp is saying then you can't claim to be a boss. Because you're not
a boss. But she's saying she a boss of her life, which, like I said, I understand it.
But that's like a participation award.
Yeah.
You feel me?
There's many of you, and he said that too. It's like there's many of you out there. Then it's but like you're not a boss. I also
think he puts up the
that's some basic shit. A lot of girls do that shit off rip. That's just how sometimes as a I don't want to say, but like some different women do different things. Some women have careers. Some women do that, but a lot of women they just they hang out with the right crew to get what they need, and then they bounce, and then they keep doing that repetitively, and that's just a style.
You gotta watch though. He's done like 2 more like interviews type shit
on Adam or different.
Adam. He interviewed this dude who claimed to be a pimp, right? But like a new age pimp, and he had like his hoe, right? But like he was like, it was hilarious. I think he was doing it on purpose. He wasn't letting the dude talk, and you could tell like the guy is not an actual pimp.
Yeah, he was probably like letting himself, like he was letting him overpower him type shit.
Yeah.
How you pimp?
But you could like I think Sharp just does that as like a show. I feel like he is
just like when he asked for the cups and shit. He never gave that girl a drink. He just kept that shit. I was like, damn, bro, when you gonna give her a drink?
Yeah.
He like, you don't deserve a drink. When you admit it, that's when you get the drink.
Watch on he does Instagram lives every Sunday, and it's called Church on a Sunday.
Church on a Sunday.
And literally, it's like him on Instagram live, and it's motivating. I just like listening to him because he says funny shit and motivational shit, and even if like he's just saying it to like
just say it, you feel me? It's
but
like
it's still funny.
Yeah, it's entertainment. Yeah. Shit. It's that episode was repetitive as fuck, but it was entertaining at the same time. Yeah, it was funny as fuck.
It was funny.
They kept going back and forth. Yeah. But the thing that I noticed about that interview is the fact that she kept asking him like, something went over her head. Like she kept asking like, then how do you do it? Then how? And he explained that shit like 16 times or some shit to me. You know what I mean? It's like he already said it. He's like, you got to go for the billionaires. You got to do this and that and that and that. And she just that shit like,
yeah.
She kept asking, how do you do it? How do you do it? And the fact that she kept asking was kind of like he was spitting some game. And she wasn't like
reciprocating.
Like she didn't understand it, and that showed like a lot about like the knowledge and whatnot. And I was like, okay, that's why I fuck with dude. But he was very repetitive too. It was like they just kept going back and forth. And Adam was just there like a kid, watching his parents fight. He's just like, well,
blah blah blah. But I think he knows what he's doing. I think like he does the back and forth shit just like on purpose to like just rile up people to like cause like a scene, because people knows it's entertaining. He knows it's entertaining,
and the fact that, like I said, it was going over her head, so you can't even move on to the next part of the conversation when you're just like, come on dog, you gonna ask me this dumbass question when I just told you the answer, you know what I mean? So it's like that was that too. But yeah, dog, that shit, I remember that episode. It was crazy.
You gotta watch the other ones. I'll send it to you
for sure.
Hilarious, bro.
For sure.
They're hilarious.
Okay. Well, is this an end? Are we coming to a close to Real Talk?
Yeah, we could close.
Real Talk TV. We about to slide out this bitch.
Gang, gleesy ass motherfucker right here.
This episode probably gonna upload. What's today? Today Wednesday. So y'all probably might see this Thursday or Friday. Got a lot of things coming up. We trying to get the new setup on the way soon.
I just got my credit card.
Don't be
I got money.
They gonna rob your shit. But stay safe out there. If you need somebody to talk to, like the first part of the episode, like I said, reach out to somebody. Get your mental health checked.
Be honest.
Get
with
rid
yourself.
of that trauma. Be honest with yourself. Get closure. Rebuild bridges. Don't leave bridges burned down. You could. I mean, shit, it's within your rights and shit. And certain people, you got to be like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? So that you can elevate yourself, get to a better level. But come to closure with people. If you see your parents, you know, it's the holiday season and shit. Anybody
Merry
you care
Christmas.
about, say Merry Christmas. You know, show some love. And show some love to the motherfucking channel. Hit that like button, subscribe button. Leave a comment, share the video. Post it on your social media, you know, everything, all that nice stuff. And we'll catch y'all in the next episode.
Gang.
Real Talk TV.
Gang bitch.
Out.
Gang bitch.
Peace.